Hi, my name's Kayla. I was planning my honeymoon and I decided to get my plane tickets through Air Canada. I got it about a year in advance because that's when you plan for your honeymoons. I have to cancel my vacation due to losing my job for 3 months, as well as not being able to travel because the borders are closed. And I tried to contact Air Canada for a refund, and they told me that I wasn't allowed to get a refund. The tickets are non-refundable. And when I asked to speak to a manager, they told me that I was not allowed to speak to a manager. At this point, I would just really like a refund. Like I said, no one can predict the global pandemic, and I think it's the right thing to do to give someone a refund when they're saying they're going to give me credits to use in the future, and I'm not going to be able to fly after this. We don't know when the borders are going to open, first off, and second off, I don't have the money to plan an international trip again. So I was planning my honeymoon, which we were going to go to Iceland for my honeymoon, but the borders are closed. You can't travel anywhere right now. So I got the insurance for if I had to cancel due to anything. And even I tried to cancel through them. I tried to cancel through Air Canada. They're saying there's no cancellation. They're going to allow me to extend the time that tickets are going to be good for. But I lost my job for 3 months. I have 2 kids. And we're not going to be able to go anywhere else after this. We're going to be able to do one thing and that's it. I contacted Air Canada and I called them and I told them what was going on, and they said, no refunds, anything like that. So I said, he wasn't very nice from the beginning, but I said, can I talk to a manager? And he said, you're not allowed to speak to a manager. And I said, oh, you guys don't have managers? And he said, no, we do. You're just not allowed to speak to them. So they were very rude, unprofessional, unhelpful, because it's a global pandemic. All the borders are closed. So the fact that we can't go anywhere right now, I mean, why are you going to hold on to my money and hold on? People don't plan their honeymoons 2 months in advance. They plan their honeymoons a year in advance, which is what I tried to do. And now that the borders are still closed, I bought the tickets in May and June of 2020, and the borders are still closed. So I tried to cancel, get a refund, and they're being very unhelpful, very rude, and just not being nice. Because I asked to speak to a manager, and they told me that they don't allow people to speak to their managers, which I don't find that truthful at all. Because when have you ever called somewhere and they don't let you speak to a manager? Yes, I'd like a full refund because I don't know when I'm going to be able to travel internationally, and it's Air Canada. So you can't pick 2 U.S. locations to fly to and from. It has to be, from the U.S. to another country. Everywhere's closed. And even if they extend it to 2021, I don't know when I'm going to be able to go on vacation again at the end of this year. I don't know if anything's going to be open because COVID's getting worse. It's not getting better. There's a super strand of COVID. You know what I mean? It's not getting better. It's getting worse. And they said about with the vaccine, they're hopeful, but not everyone's going to take the vaccine. I personally don't plan on taking the vaccine myself. It's too new. You know what I mean? We don't know. It hasn't been enough time for testing. And even if they extend it to 2020, like I said, I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. I lost my job for 3 months, so I'm still trying to catch up from that. And I don't know if I'm even going to be able to use it by the end of 2022, which is when they're saying they'll extend it, which is great. If I knew 100% I'd be able to take the flight, but I'm going to end up losing that money because I'm not going to be able to go. I already know I'm not going to be able to plan a trip to another country in a year. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to take that flight. They put it on a credit. and I have a certain amount of time to use the credit. Like I had just said, I contacted them through email. I contacted through them through the phone, and same thing. No. I tried to use. I bought insurance. Actually, if you pay extra for the insurance, I even contacted them, and they said no. So everywhere is just being unhelpful, and like, and it's not even that, the borders are closed. There's no way to go anywhere right now. I have a friend whose husband is stuck in England, and he's been there since last year, and he's not able to come home because he's stuck in England. He can't come home. I would just say, if it's possible, fly somewhere else, because we were also looking at Iceland Air, and we decided to go with Air Canada instead. And I wish we would have flown with Iceland Air. I wish we would have just chosen someone else, because like I said, I've never even, like, I've spoke to Southwest, because I've flown in the US, and I've spoke to Southwest. I know last June I was going to go to Massachusetts to visit my kids' grandparents, and I didn't feel comfortable taking them, and they gave me a full refund for my tickets, because that's when I bought them, when everything, and they gave me a full refund. So I don't think if you're going to work with a company that's that uncaring and unreasonable, I think you should just pick somewhere else.